Charlie Brown syndrome. Oh. So we're not actually in like the studio setup where everything looks cool in the background today. I kind of didn't finish editing last night's video. Do it all myself. Oh, I got invited to something. So that's rendering. Should plan something to do today so I can be cool on the internet. So I don't know if you can see it, but I went ahead and added a little Charlie Brown right over there because that is the topic of today's episode. And that's because if you've ever felt any of the following during the holidays, it's all fake, it's a capitalist scheme, nobody loves me, everything I do is a disaster. You're probably like me and suffer from a thing called Charlie Brown syndrome. So if the haircut didn't already give it away, I was pretty emo growing up. And not just in a regular, like, everyday sense, but especially when the holidays came around, it would always be one thing after the other of just completely out of it. Even when I saw Charlie Brown the first time as a little kid, I was like, hey, that's me. I always kind of identified with having this Charlie Brown syndrome near the holidays. It really wasn't apparent to me until someone actually pointed it out. They came up to me and they're like, Ethan, you kind of get pretty Charlie Brown around the holidays. And then I was like, what? And after that, everything just kind of clicked. Like it was actually something that is totally normal. Now, I'm sure I'm not the first person to talk about depression on the internet. Just like, look at Tumblr. Oh wait, that was porn. But forgetting that, I'm gonna get into some ways that you might know you have Charlie Brown syndrome right now, and some things you can do to get you through what's left of the holidays. So symptom number one of Charlie Brown syndrome is once December rolls around is you always have this feeling of melancholy around you. You're always just kind of passively sad. You don't really know what you're doing. Everything kind of feels like you're just wading through things, and that is totally normal for that. Symptom number two for Charlie Brown syndrome is a passive feeling of guilt around the holidays. There's always something wrong with the holidays coming around. You feel like you don't belong. You don't have place with whatever's going on. You feel like with all this happiness going on around you, you should feel the same way, but you always are kind of guilty for not feeling that way. You don't really fit in with the holidays. Symptom number three of Charlie Brown syndrome is taking on a very pessimistic and kind of almost nihilistic role in the Christmas tradition. You start really thinking that everything is just capitalist scam, everything's kind of made up, and nothing really makes sense or matters with what everyone's doing. It's just all this fake holiday that people made up to get rich, and everyone's playing along with it, so nothing really belongs. And I think number four, and the biggest symptom of anyone experiencing Charlie Brown syndrome around this time of year, would be having that depressive guilt from feeling all of those combined things at once. Really wanting to just be normal and experience Christmas how everyone else does, and feel that happy sense of joy, but you just can't. You're a Charlie Brown. It happens. I'm kind of just describing myself for the past like 15 years of my life. It's nice. So not all hope is lost though for all the Charlie Browns like me out there in the world, because I want to share with you guys some of the tips and tricks I've done to just kind of make the holidays work a little bit better. The first and probably one of the easiest tips to do, and easiest hurdles to jump over to start off the holiday season would just be to get everything planned and done ahead of time. The stress and depression add up and you just end up procrastinating more and more until until you're like me and it's 2 days before Christmas and have bought one Christmas gift. Don't do that. Please. Don't do that. Go out and plan your Christmas gift shopping early. It's a super small and easy thing to do, but it actually helps a lot. Like the few years I've done it, I've actually had a way better time throughout the holidays. The second thing I would say to do, number two, is that you should definitely be around people who like Christmas and love everything about it. Even if it puts you out of your comfort zone and you don't really feel like you fit in, you want to do this around people who understand you, who care about and love you, because those are the people who are going to rub off on you. Everyone says surround yourself with people who you want to be like, and it is absolutely true. Definitely find some people that care about you, that you care about, who enjoy Christmas, and just go out and do something. It doesn't have to be a lot. Watch a Christmas movie. I love watching Elf. Every year, my family and I, we watch Elf together, and it helps me a lot to get through the holidays. Tip number 3, I would say, is go out and do something for your community. It sounds cliche, but honestly, giving back your time, even your money, but I would say time matters a lot more. Just go out and volunteer. Seriously, just give out some food somewhere. Volunteer for the Salvation Army. Do something good for someone. Give back. Bake cookies for someone. It makes you feel really good to make someone's Christmas that much better. And also that can rub off on you, just like in tip number 2. Giving back is a great thing to do because even if it doesn't make you feel good at the end of the day, if you think you wasted time, you still made someone's life better. And if that can help you at all, maybe it'll help the holidays. Now the 4th thing I would recommend to do, and it is a really, really hard task to get over, stay off of social media. As someone who struggles with Charlie Brown syndrome and depression myself, it is really, really hard to do this, but when you do it, you begin to notice certain traits about yourself, and that you always want to compare yourself to what other people have, what other people are experiencing. But I will tell you this now, and I'm sure you've heard it before, everything online is fake. All those people posting about their gifts and their vacations and their great times, that is a little snippet of their life they want to show you because it makes their lives seem awesome and you feel like absolute because of it. And you shouldn't have to do that. So around the holidays, be around people in real life, real people, and stay off of the fake social media. And the 5th and most important tip that you can do to help with your Charlie Brown syndrome is accept the fact that you have Charlie Brown syndrome. The moral of the story is that his character was written for a reason. There is a reason that the Charlie Browns like us exist in the world, and that is to move the story on. We're the reason that the Peanuts told us the true story of Christmas. Us Charlie Browns of the world, with all of our bad luck and all of our melancholy, have helped push the world forward. And take a step back to really look at what matters to us in the Christmas season. So tip number 5 would really be just to accept who you are and go with it. The ride can be awesome, and without the Charlie Browns, there would be no story. There would be no Peanuts. It wouldn't work. So with that, go out onto the world, you Charlie Browns. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell. It really, really helps me out with my own Charlie Brown syndrome. Get a little hit of dopamine every time I get a subscriber. It's really cool. And as always, I will see you tomorrow.
I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is